The role of money in campaigns is so out of whack as to what should be. Our founders, they sacrificed their lives, their liberty, their sacred honor, in their words, for a government of the many, not the government of the money. And we must, I've issued a dare, disclose. I'm Barack Obama, I approve this message. I'm Nancy Pelosi, I approve this message. You name it, everybody has to say that. But these massively wealthy people who pour tens of millions and ready to pay hundreds of millions of dollars into the political process, and corporate America, which is not supposed to be involved in a corporate way in the elections, undisclosed. Be proud of what you're doing. Let your shareholders, your customers, your employees know if that money's going in, and let the recipient of the message know the source of the message. Disclose. D. A. Amend the Constitution to overturn Citizens United. It must be done. It must be done. Or reform the system. I'm talking about take it to public financing of campaigns. You have to call it something else that's not so menacing. But that's what you have to reduce that role of money significantly. DAR, elect reformers. I don't care what party they are, or if they're blue, they're green, or whatever, that they are there to protect our democracy. Some people say, oh, that big money didn't have an impact on the election. Oh, really, it did. It didn't have as much impact because big money countered it. The President of the United States, the most famous person in the world, maybe in the whole galaxy, in a long time, and he had to spend like $1 billion to set the record straight. So it isn't that it didn't have an impact. It lost because they didn't have the battle of ideas and the leadership. But it does have an impact very directly where you don't have somebody as famous as the president, or even as famous.
Well, in a congressional district,
it makes a big difference.
A
huge difference. It's turning congressional races into like $10, $12 million races. That's really wrong. So if you reduce the role of money, increase the level of civility, you will elect many more women, many more young people, many more minorities to Congress, to all elective office. But this role of big money, they spent $7 million, the outside groups, against Tammy Duckworth. And we had to counter. That ups the ante. It has to go. It isn't right. It isn't right. Now, I can compete with a lot of people, and I have a following, and people trust my